excitedly ran into the living room to spend time with her grandfather. He was sitting in his favourite chair. She was very curious about everything and asked many questions and wondered how everything was made and where it came from. And this involved everything from nature to the stars. Grandad knew the best way to nurture Amber's curiosity wasn't by giving her the answers, but by playing and experiencing. He stood up and said, "Let's go to the park."
The pathway through the park was surrounded by trees and plants and flowers. As they walked, Amber suddenly stopped speaking. The sparkling stones on the ground caught her attention as she noticed the sun reflecting off them. She couldn't believe how vibrant the colours were in the flowers. Then Grandad pointed to a berry bush and suggested Amber pick some. Amber was curious and wanted to taste the berry she had picked. The delicious sweet juices exploded into her mouth like a waterfall. Amber was now learning through experiencing rather than being told the answers. But it was late and they had to go home for the night.
The next day, Amber ran excitedly downstairs into the living room to ask Grandad if they could go back to the park again. But his chair was empty despite him being there every morning. Suddenly she felt a tight pain in her chest, and as she wasn't quite sure what was happening, she thought that the best thing to do was to put her heart in a safe place. She took her heart and put it inside a bottle and hung it around her neck.
She protected her heart for many years and didn't even notice herself growing into a woman. Amber would try to cook and clean her house, but she found it so difficult because of the pain in her neck with the strain from the weight of the bottle. She didn't think there was any point in looking after herself by cooking properly or doing her housework. Her priority was to keep her heart safe. However, Amber noticed that life became so difficult. She knew she had to get her heart out of the bottle. Amber thought she would get a saw to see if she could open the bottle, but no, that didn't work. Then she tried a hammer to see if she could smash it, but no, that didn't work either. She even tried a drill, but that still didn't work. Amber didn't think she was ever going to get her heart back again. The next day, Amber was walking in the park and she saw what seemed to be a curious little girl bending over to pick some flowers. It hadn't occurred to her before that maybe someone who was still curious and playful might find it easier to get the heart out of the bottle. Amber walked over to the little girl to ask her if she knew how. The little girl was excited by this opportunity to experiment, and within a few minutes she got Amber's heart out of the bottle. The little girl handed Amber her heart, and Amber put it back where it belonged. After this, Amber found that she began playing again, and she noticed that she began feeling joy with being curious about anything and everything. She became aware that she had focused so hard on protecting her heart from getting hurt that it wasn't possible for her heart to feel any of the good things. Amber was so happy that she now had her heart back.